suffer like this?
Yes, well, I will reserve my comment because the NLC that you said they are going to hold a meeting, they will speak for us. They knows what Nigerian masses are passing
Are
through.
you sure that
and
they know?
know?
Are you sure
Yes,
that they
they
will be
know.
able to speak for you? Or will
I
they speak
believe
for themselves?
they will speak for Nigerians.
I would
because they are
rather
part
you
of
put
it.
forward what you think it is that should be done for you as an individual. What you think should be done
Okay,
to
fine.
mitigate the
As
problems.
an individual, yeah, President Henacho, as an individual, I want them to reverse that money and make it up to like 250. Then the difference, they should convert it and see how they can fix our refineries with it. By the time refineries have come into life, then you remove the difference and return us back to what we are passing now.
Okay.
But for now, life is hard for Nigerians. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much, Comrade Haruna. Now, let's talk about the numbers a little. So, we hear that the federal government is paying 40 billion naira monthly on subsidy, and currently the federal government owes the NNPC about 2.8 trillion naira on account of subsidy payments. And people have said, look, we don't even know the actual. I mean, I was listening to the chief executive officer of the NNPC, the group chief executive officer of the NNPC, talk about the numbers. He couldn't even tell us how much PMS Nigerians consume on a daily, and yet we have to pay subsidies. He says, oh, we know the amount of fuel that leaves the depots, but we don't know, because the people who are round tripping or racketeering the Nigerian PMS. Nigeria pays subsidy on PMS and they ship them or take them out of the country and sell in other countries. So if we do not know the quantity of PMS that Nigerians consume on a daily basis, because, well, he says, oh, we didn't have the meters or the equipment to measure the outputs of PMS from the various filling stations and the downstream. So, well, they may not be able to ascertain the number. So what stops us from doing that and ascertaining the actual number so that we know how much we're actually paying on subsidy? Because subsidy should be paid on products that Nigerians consume, not products that other people from other countries consume. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Hannah.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, my name is Chigozie, okay?
Chigozie, welcome to the program. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Well, buying buses or whatever, I think it will not help the matter because there are people that doesn't enter bus. How about people that enter Okada from one place to another? Okay? So I think what government should do now is say how many billions of naira being paid for subsidy. Okay, for this month, the one for this month, where is it now?
They said the federal government does not have money to even pay for the one for this month, and that's why they're removing it now.
I thought that they said they paid up the subsidy up to this month.
Well,
to end
there seems to be conflicting information because what we hear is that there was budgetary allocations. It's in the budget to fund PMS subsidy till the end of June. But what the group CEO of the NNPC is saying is that, well, it is just in the budget. There is no money to back that up. There's no money to fund what is in the budget, even for the first half or the completion of the first half of this year. And the question that I'm asking, though, is why he couldn't say these things just 2 weeks ago or a week ago when we were talking about this in the Buhari administration. What happened in the space of 1 week for everything to change?
That is the question. Please, who do all this? Who do all this in this country? Now, who do we believe? Who do we believe? See, what I'm saying now is that government, what they should do now is to give us that money. They have all our BGM. They should share this money. Bring us the month for this month and share us this money. I think if they are sharing this money, we will get a lot of money. Instead of buying buses and all those, if they buy buses, there are people that I cannot get to that bus. It will still the same those that are the government that are still going to benefit from it.
So they should share the money. That's what you want.
Exactly. Say we all have. There's no any family in this country that doesn't have anyone that has BVM, that has bank account. I think so. So from there, all the whole Nigeria, all the whole of this country can benefit from it. But if you talk of buying boats or doing that or sharing it to, say people should bring that, a lot of people will not get it.
So how much would you want them to share to you? How much do you think you would get if they're sharing this money?
Yeah, I have not done the mathematics. but yes, I think you can do that. When you do that, you can tell us, because I believe that we will get even up to 200,000 naira for this month if we don't pay.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you get up to 200,000 naira for this month,
yeah,
you're good to go. They
yes.
can remove subsidy.
Exactly, every month. Yes, every month.
Every month. Every month. Okay.
Yes, every month. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's do a bit of calculation. So it's 400 billion naira spent, according to the NNPC. 400 billion naira spent on subsidy monthly. If you divide it amongst 200 million people, what would that bring us to? Let's talk shortly. Bring in the scholar. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. What you found?
Good morning to you. Welcome.
How's the work?
Work is good. What's your name, sir?
All right. This is Ikechukwu Ojego calling from Airport Road.
Ikechukwu Ojego. Good to have you.
My brother. You know, when I started looking at Nigeria from 1960, we have independence, and till now, there is no fashionable refinery, there is no good accommodation for the pharmacies. Even the food we eat, everything is still like we are struggling. If you watch it, you know that the question that my brother asked, who are we going to trust? We have nobody can afford himself to be trusted. So anybody who give us a good refinery and best food cheap and still working well, that person is the person who will trust. So besides of the money of the subsidy, my brother, don't go to buy bus now. It's just like his own naira. It's a destination of a mad person that don't know where he is. You know, let them share the money, even if it's 200 naira or 500 naira. Yes, everybody.
So if you get 200 naira for this month, you are okay.
Yeah,
when people are paying 700 naira to get to the next bus stop.
Okay. Even if it's 700 naira, let me say for each person, there is somebody now in Nigeria, a citizen that can't afford even 50 naira to eat this month, as I'm telling you. Now, if they go and buy bus now, it's still them that is in that seat, upper that seat, that will hijack those buses and have it on their own use. Like what happened in the times of COVID-19, the parliament is all that they still saw it for their own campaign or their own interest. So if they say go and buy bus or buy anything or put it here on gas or anything, no, it's not going to reach everybody. It's not going to reach. I'm not talking of myself. God have already blessed me on my own things I can feed myself. But I'm talking of the individual out there who cannot afford the breakfast, food, or dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing thoughts with us. See what's going on? I don't know if anyone of you is getting what's the sense of what's going on. Joining, let me hear from you. What it is that you think government should do as, or provide for you as a palliative or as an intervention to cushion the effect of the subsidy removal. We've gotten some suggestions from the NLC saying, the federal government should have put in place, ensure that there's power. Buses available that are powered by CNG, and even allow for people to be able to convert their cars to CNG usage before the subsidy is removed. What would be your suggestion? What do you think federal government needs to do or to put in place to mitigate the sufferings of Nigerians on account of subsidy removal? Join me and share thoughts. Just freely express yourself. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, my prince. Good morning. God bless you, sir.
Good morning, Taking Bay. It's been a while. Where have you been?
Thank you. I've been around, my prince. I've been very, very busy with my official job.
Okay.
Yes, my prince. A happy weekend.
I wish you the same.
Yes. My name is Hundu Taking Bay, all the way from National State. Prince, it has not been easy. But before I even tell you what I expect as my priority, I'm beginning to wonder why and how our new president just collected the microphone and jumped to tell the whole world that fuel subsidy is gone. You don't do that. You don't do that because the government of Muhammadu Buhari have told us that they have paid subsidy to NNPC, which is a so important and business, empire, for out to the end of June. So June has not even finished. June has just begun. And Mr. President knows the nature, the character of our businessmen and women who are into oil business. They like to maximize profit. So why not calm down, put some things in place, which I will tell you now. And one of them is that I want at least our refineries to work. Because if we go and find out, there are some refineries in some parts of the world that are more than 100 years and they are still working. But over here in Nigeria, some refineries were built some years ago, and some politicians deliberately, kill them so that they can take fuel outside to go and refine and make money. Subsidy, is not even the issue. If it is well applied, it will benefit everybody. But kind of billions of liters that NNP told us that we are consuming every day, one cannot really confirm that. It is not true. So it is because some people have decided to make the country dry. So how can you tell me that if you go to some parts of USA, where some refineries that are more than 100 years, they are still working, like in Canada, they are still working. Ours is not even up to that. So another thing is that I expect that the federal government will make consultation. And prepare the minds of people. And third, I expect that my parents will that the federal government will buy buses. The state will buy buses, including the FCT, to cover the authority. Because right now, some of people is collecting 5,000.
Hello?
Condition. Thank you very much.
Taking me, some people would argue that during the Jonathan administration, oh my God, Shopee buses were bought. Today, we don't even know where the Shopee buses are. So, again, would that really solve the problem? Would it help? Would it mitigate the challenge of subsidy removal? Those who are saying, let's have our refineries fixed. The state refineries, if the state refineries are fixed, then we wouldn't have any need to pay subsidies and all of that. Some others say, look, there's no time to start to fix refineries now. Just do what's needful now. And what would be needful is what I'm asking. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is
Amos.
Yeah.
I'm glad you joined us. Go ahead, let's hear you.
I'm calling from Airport Road.
All right, go ahead. Talk to me.
About the issue of I support what the other caller have said, because if two of this country, because when you are going towards Dakata Bridge, where Yaradua Center, there 2 years ago, I make a complaint about the buses. Why are they paying buses? There is buses that place. They don't use it. I make a complaint. I complain on radio on one television. After 2 days, they took all those buses and packed the back of the answer center.
So let me get this straight, Amos. You said you made a complaint and they took the buses from where they were parked to another location.
Yes, to the back of the building. They are rotting. New buses. Now they are talking about to buy buses again. Who is very? We have to go to Aero 5 buses. Buses there. That is in Uber Road. There are many buses there. What are they using there for? They should share this money. If it is 200,000 or if it is 100,000, they are saying to each side in this country today. Nobody will go to this person.
All right, Amos. Amos, thank you very much.
Go and investigate on this cancer center. Yaradua Cancer Center at this airport.
Say, I didn't get the name again. What did you say is the name? Yaradua what?
Cancer Center.
Tanka Center.
Opusika.
Okay. Thank you.
Buses are in the back here now. They are just brought in here. New buses. Yellow on them.
And they're rotting away.
Yes. I was what I make on it because they parked there at the front of the building before. And when I make on that TV station, the following day I couldn't see them. I was even so happy that they have heard my voice. The following day, as I was coming, I entered a 5 buses. The bus at the back of the building.
Thank you very much, Amos, for sharing this. Now, this goes to reveal to you or show you how, sometimes Nigerians are just can be wicked to each other. Recall during the 2020 lockdown, the palliatives that were meant to be shared to Nigerians, hungry Nigerians. These are food items. A lot of the people who hoarded these food items don't even have need for them. Some of them don't even eat the things that they hoarded there. Some of them, because they import everything that they eat, they don't even eat the local food that is made here. So what was the need for locking those things up in a warehouse and having Nigerians go through the most difficult times in their lives for about 6 to 8 months? And all of these things were locked up somewhere, some of them getting bad, bitten by the rains and all. Against Nigerians, if buses are available to transport people, what do you stand to gain by parking those buses? Look, someone went to a school. I can't remember what state it is now. Someone's telling me about how she was working at a school, or she was serving at a school at some point. I'll bring in a school and then I'll tell you the story. Hello, good morning.
Hello, my prince. Yeah, I want to call him back. Yes, my prince. It's like you were saying. God Almighty did not create any human being to be greedy. And that was why, in the book of, Exodus, he said, when he's giving the Israelite manna, that they should not carry it to go and keep it at home. And those who were stubborn, and they carry it and keep it at home, the next day, it will be rotten. It will get rotten. God Almighty said, carry the one that you can eat, you can be able to consume. Don't pack to go and store. God does not want that. And you see, during that time of COVID-19, priorities were given from China, from individuals, and you'll be shocked that you could hear those things were being stored in a warehouse where people were very hungry and nobody cared. Some of them even got spoiled. So you see, those who are in charge of leadership, it's like they don't feel the pains that we feel. They don't feel it at all. And that is why those shopping buses, they were given to companies that are into transportation, like the Young Shall Grow, GOU, and they really reduce the price of those who are traveling and those who are going to bring goods, because you told that there are some people that don't travel, but they pay for well-being, where their goods I will be bring from Lagos, from Onitsha. And the prices were beaten down. So that was what happened. So the shopping buses, they really worked. They really worked because if not for them, they would charge higher. But I can tell you the truth that the government of Madrid pay subsidy out to June to the ending. So what happened to the money? Is NMPC going to return the money that was paid? And again, how can NMPC, that is the sole importer and the business empire that every other fuel marketer look into, they are the one that went and adjusted their fuel price. So others are going to follow up. But I advise Mr. President that look, fuel is a security commodity. It can fight. It can cause war. But we don't pray for that.
But taking me, you didn't tell me what it is that you want for yourself. What it is that you want federal government to do to alleviate this suffering.
Yes, my prince. What I want is that fuel subsidy should not be removed now until some certain conditions are met.
What conditions? What conditions?
At least 2 refineries. 2 our refineries must work.
Okay.
And secondly, the government should make more consultation, should prepare the mass of Nigerians. And thirdly, the government should prepare by rolling out priorities in form of transportation so that more buses are on ground.
Okay.
More buses are on ground to caution the effect when it will eventually take over. Okay. And thirdly, the government must make sure that they monitor whatever they are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Taking B. Appreciate you calling in. I'll be taking more thoughts shortly. But then, okay, no, I'll leave this till the end of the show. We'll be talking some more. I was going to tell you a story. I'll tell you that story shortly. Just keep it with me on your radio experience. You can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
The 2023 WAEC May-June results analysis for Stella Maris College Abuja based on distinctions are as follows. Parallel distinction 90, 8 distinction and above 50, 7 distinction and above 43, 6 distinction and above 38, 5 distinction and above 14, 4 distinction and above 3, 3 distinction and above 3, total 170. So why not choose Stella Maris College Abuja today? The dates for entrance exams are 24th June and 12th August 2023 respectively. Stella Maris College is at Area 1 and Wumba for day college, while boarding college is at Life Camp Abuja. For more enquiries, call 0809 037 3727 or 0817 204 7070 or check us online www.smsabuja.com.
Please listen to this announcement. Abuja, have you heard of the RIO project? The RIO project is an initiative of C21FG launched to show ambitious, smart, and business-minded individuals how to raise funds for their businesses or projects without taking loans or dropping collateral. With this project, selected individuals will have mentorship access leading up to business funding and expansion. Who is eligible? Anyone above the age of 20 who is desirous of improving their lifestyle can apply. We have 50 slots reserved for only the first 50 people that will send OK as SMS to this number 081 280 255 08 081 280 255 08 081 280 255 08. That is 081 280 255 08.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
And while the conversation continues, this is your radio experience you can count on. We're talking about the state of things in the country with the fuel subsidy removal. How has it been for you? I'd love to hear your experience, what it's been for you, how you're coping, how you're managing, how you're surviving the fuel subsidy removal. As well, I want to know what it is that you think or you believe would be the best palliative or the best intervention by the federal government to mitigate the sufferings or the effect of the subsidy removal. Join me in this conversation and let's get talking. Interesting conversation has been, interesting points of view. Many Nigerians have shared this morning. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Queen.
Good morning.
How are you today? Happy New Month.
I wish you the same. Who's talking with me?
I love the way you always present this program because they are very interesting topics.
Thank you so much.
But I want to ask one simple question. How many of these people listen to this radio?
Which people? Lost connection there. You didn't give us your name. So, the people that matter, the only way you find out, I'll always give this example. If you're saying things that doesn't trigger anybody, nothing happens. The day you say some things that triggers people that doesn't sit well is the day you know that there are people who are listening. Have you ever paid attention to what goes on sometimes in radio stations where OAPs presenters and the station is shut down? Have you seen that sometimes OAPs are being arrested? That's how you know that people are actually listening. Those people who you think are not listening, they actually do. As a matter of fact, they have people who are paid to monitor you and what you say on radio. So, well, I'm getting in this conversation, and it's been an interesting one. Those of you sharing your perspectives, what it is that you've been through in the last, it's been about 72 hours since the effect of the removal of subsidy has begun to show on Nigerians. What has it been for you? What has the experience been? And what do you think government should do at this point to mitigate or ameliorate this sufferings or whatever it is that you've been able to deal with? Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Prince.
Good morning.
Thank you so much.
What's your name, sir?
Well done, Joe.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Judy Hanna.
Oh, Judy Hanna. Your voice needs to register in my head.
Yeah. Well done, Joe.
Thank you.
Yeah. How is that been since the announcements of removal of subsidy? Well, it hasn't been easy because everything have changed. Most especially the transportation. Before now, from Lugbe here to Area 1 is 200 naira. But now it has increased to 400, 350, anything, just from 350 up. Some people are even collecting 400. And that is to tell you that people, they are suffering, they are feeling the pain of the removal of subsidy. It wasn't easy for Nigerians. But talking about what the government should do, because all of us believe that subsidy should be removed, because the money squandering in subsidy is much. So I think that the government should try as much as possible to increase the minimum wage. Let them try and increase the minimum wage from 30,000 at least to something like 60 or 70,000 if possible, so that Nigerians will not feel the pain much. At least after collecting your little one, the little minimum wage of 70 or 80,000. If you spend some on transport, you will still have some change in your pocket at least for feeding. I think it will go a long way. Because if you say the government should start sharing 7,000 naira to Nigerians, it won't go anywhere. And I don't know how many people is going to get the 7,000 naira as a palliative or something like that for the subsidy removal. So I think the best option is to increase the minimum wage so that Nigerians can use it and sustain themselves if everything now come back to the normal, as we are expecting when the refineries started working and Nigerians will start enjoying the removal of subsidy.
Okay.
That's my own take. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing that one. Weekend. Have an amazing weekend yourself. Thank you. And Sam from Niger State says, "Good morning, my prince. My suggestion is for the federal government to have to buy buses. We have 774 local governments in Nigeria. Give each local government at least 3 buses, which each let's say costs 15 million naira, making 45 million naira. Then times that with 774 local governments will be less than 40 billion, and we are talking about 400 billion naira. But as we speak, I can't figure out any reasonable solution for now to cushion the effects. This is something that should have been planned right before time." Thank you very much, Sam. I appreciate your suggestion. Thank you very much for putting that one across. By bosses, 3 bosses at least for each local government area. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Abdullah Mekano,
Abdullahi, how are you? How's your boy?
So they are all okay, sir.
Good to have you.
Yeah. Sir, some people are saying they should just increase the salary of the workers. So, how many millions of workers we have in Nigeria? The people who are not working under the government are almost in 85% in this country. The civil servants are not up to 15% when you compare the population.
Hello, Abdullahi.
It's never a solution to put things in place, to take some measures so that the whole masses of this country will enjoy it. Because civil servants are not the only posts in this country. Even those who are working under the government and those who are on their own, they are all citizens of Nigeria. We have to enjoy the dividend of democracy. So increasing the salary of the workers is never a solution. Put things in place that each and every reasonable Nigerian, even a madman, as far as he is Nigerian, he will enjoy the dividend of his own country. That's the best solution.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Abdullahi, for sharing that one. Now, I said I was going to tell you a story about how, just to show how sometimes we can just be irrationally mean to ourselves. So, someone told a story of how she was serving at a school, and the children in that school would sit on the floor to take lectures or to take their classes. And, some of them would arrange breaks to sit on, and those who couldn't would just sit on the floor to, take their classes. And then one day, it was said that the local or the state government inspection, the Ministry of Education was going to come an inspection of the school. And then the head teacher of that school calls all of them who are core members and teachers in the school, opens up a room, like a store, really big warehouse, or a couple of them, and there were desks loaded to the roof in each of those rooms. And she asked them to bring those seats out and arrange them in the classes, and they did. So the next morning, when the Ministry of Education people were coming to inspect the school, all of the pupils in that school were seated on really clean desks. And she asked why these desks had been locked up in those rooms for several months that she had been serving, and these children were all sitting on the floor when she came to teach them. And she was telling the story and shedding tears. For what? Why do we take pleasure in making other Nigerians suffer? So at that point, the government had provided desks for the pupils, but the head teacher, in her wisdom, thought it's best to lock them up. These children don't deserve to sit on desks. And it just goes up all the way. So people who are in power feel, these people are not deserving of this. Let's put them in stores. Let's store them up somewhere. This food they shouldn't even get it. Even when other countries were feeling the pain and donating, making donations to Nigeria, some Nigerians felt like other Nigerians were not deserving of these food items. It's just sad. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name, sir?
Okay, I was the one that called earlier on to ask that question, whether the big shots are listening to this program.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Abdul.
Abdul, good to have you.
Yes, I'm calling from Kuje.
I hope you got your answer, Abdul.
Hello?
I hope you got your answer, Abdul.
Yes.
So go ahead, tell me, how has it been for you in the last 3 days?
Okay, I'm looking at what we are discussing on radio. Everybody is feeling the heat. Do you understand? Now, your question is, what do you think government should do, right? Okay. I cannot prescribe to increasing salary.
Okay.
But what I know is that these big shots are not feeling what the ordinary Nigerians are feeling. If they are, they should have planned as in what to do before increasing the prices of petrol. Now,
we have people suffering. Even with what we have on ground, if one is receiving a salary of 100,000, if you take out what you will be spending on transport in a month, you discover that you are not earning anything. And there is this responsibility of people paying school fees, paying house rent, and so on and so forth. For me, I think they should make a refinery work, because from the launching of that Dangote refinery, I was not happy at all. If one individual in Nigeria can, construct a refinery, what happened to the government refinery? Does it mean that we are going to continue to remain like this in Nigeria till the kingdom come? Hello, are you there?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So, I don't understand. The country is going down the lane, and yet we are not thinking about the right thing to do. Let these refineries work. If we have 2-3 refineries working, you discover that whether subsidy is removed or it's sustained, we will be able to cope. Now, look at even the previous president that left. I remember when he lost election, he was complaining that he wants to help Nigeria, and he cried that there is nothing like subsidy. Subsidy is a scam. So why are we still talking about subsidy in Nigeria today? So it's shocking. I don't know. These are big shots. They travel outside the country. They see what is obtainable in other countries, and they cannot come here because of our wickedness and do the same thing. I don't know. I don't think they are even thinking of our future, our children. They are not thinking about them.
Well, thank you very much.
When I see my children that are growing up, I cry for them, because me, I have seen what is happening now. I don't know what the future holds for them. So it's serious. It's a serious thing. And for Labour, I don't even expect that by now Labour will see the folding their arm that they are having an emergency meeting. That should have come before now.
Very well. Well, thank you very much, Abdul. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And that just paints a very emotional picture, the future of this country. So the press administration, the president, I'm going to talk about that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Peter, the bank that speaks Pidgin English.
Peter, good to have you.
Thank you so much. How are you today, sir?
I'm okay. I'm glad you're here.
All right. Like I said, I speak Pidgin English. There is this thing that bothers me. And if you look at my voice today, I'm very, very down. But I know they happy. You see, the only advice I get for government is not about increasing the salary. You see, before now, we get this long bus, what they call Edify bus, popularly known as Edify bus. Everything happens to those buses. They get them from Malaba, they get the short one for Wagolada and the rest. Now, one advice, if they could bring those buses back, let them give any driver will go apply, let them take that thing like loan. Because the way they say government is able to manage that bus. And if our hospital will work, and if they go back to your house, your pikin call you, say, Daddy, I won't buy textbook. They tell the pikin, say, go school. If you go your library, you go see textbook, they carry for free. If you go hospital, they treat you free. If you want pay school, they pay for free. I mean, all of those things, if those things they free, nobody go think of well subsidy, the amount they do. But now, the money that they pay me, let's say they collect 100,000 naira, and I go pay house rent. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
That 100,000 naira, now I go pay my house rent. Now I go pay my children's school fees. Now I go pay transport, come work. Now I go feed myself. Now there my family go feed. I beg, help me, tell me how it is I go survive for if I continue like this for 10 years to come. See, and the sea crisis ahead of all of us. I beg, this one now our new brand president, make he help us. Make he help us. I don't know how the future of my children go day like, because me now I don't see them. They tell me say, as you day now, how do they call it? I don't even know what I go even talk again because after day now they dress. I don't know after day now.
No
And
vex. Peter,
see,
no
I
vex.
don't know. I go sleep inside room yesterday, but why they talk to me? I don't understand myself. How I go manage 100,000 naira? What about person they collect 30,000 naira? From Maraba to Use is 500 naira. If you are living in Masaka, you spend up to 700-800 naira. How you won't cope? How you won't manage? My mother for house, how you won't survive? Oh God, the dress.
Peter, no vex. Things will be all right. It will get better. You see. So for those of you who I'm just going to wrap this up now. For those of you who have said federal government should share the money, share 400 billion naira monthly. If they share it against 200 million people, you know what you would get? 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira. But guess what? That 400 billion naira, if it's shared amongst 200 people, guess how much they're going to get? Well, I'll leave that to you to calculate. Also, has it occurred to you that even Nigerians don't really know what they want? Because if we open up, this was a slight survey, all right? If we opened up the microphone or the phones for about 15 to 20 people to calling and tell us what it is that they want, and a huge chunk of that number wouldn't exactly pinpoint what it is that they want federal government to do, and some just asked, distribute the money, share the money for us, without even properly calculating to see how much you're going to get. So someone said yesterday, if Nigerians provide everything for themselves, healthcare, water, roads. I mean, the road to my estate is being done by an estate, right? The road to my house, as we speak, the community is fixing the road. So they provide roads for themselves, provide electricity for themselves, provide education for their children, and almost everything. Now, they provide electricity, provide all those things. And now, someone said, look, if we could provide all these things for ourselves, government should just tell us how much it will cost to build a refinery. Let's all contribute. After all, people contribute monies to buy transformers and install for their communities. So let's know that we don't need government. We don't have government, because as it is, there's really nothing that government is doing for the people. The subsidy that we're paying for Nigerians, they say it's too much. We can't even pay. So Nigerians don't have free education. They don't have free healthcare. They don't have good access roads provided by government. Some of them they provide for themselves. They don't have potable water. They don't have electricity provided by government to a large extent. They pay for darkness. Then what is it that government is actually doing for Nigerians? If you can't even provide, look, in advanced climes, in other countries, people don't even bother to buy cars because they know that once they get out to the bus station, there's a bus that will take them to work. They just need to know the time and they will get to work on time even before people who drive sometimes. There's subways that are working. You get to the train station, there's a train that's going to take you to where you're going to and get you there on time. Why do you need to buy a car? Because you're going to pay taxes on the car, you're going to pay for parking, you're going to pay. So they'll rather just use the buses and the subways. What is so different in this country? Why is it so difficult for us to have those things? Nigeria makes up. I mean, it has gotten to the point where Nigeria sells crude and they can't account for the money. I mean, they can't put the monies in the Federation account. So what is it that government is even doing for Nigerians? Why do Nigerians even need a government if the government really doesn't do any of these things or provide anything for them? Nigerians pay taxes. The country basically shares monies right now. When federal government shares allocation to states and local governments, it is from taxes that Nigerians pay, because the NNPC, which is supposed to account for the for the biggest revenue earner, which is crude oil in this country, hasn't been remitting. They actually claim that the federal government right now is owing them 2.8 trillion naira because it's a limited liability company now. It's a privately owned company, but it is still owned by government. Still wouldn't really understand that. But anyway, leave that one. So government has taken away everything, including the subsidy that they were paying. So why is it so hard to also provide buffers, things that would cushion the effect of the removal of this subsidy? If we all agree that subsidy is a scam that is shared amongst a few people, 400 billion naira every month to a few people that you don't even know. We don't know their faces. The beneficial owners of this company, people who have been benefiting from this subsidy, we don't know them. We don't know their names. Nobody publishes their name and says, oh, we've paid so and so amounts to this person on account of subsidy. And these same people, after paying the subsidies, the claimed subsidies, they will take the PMS and go to another country and sell them. We have customs, we have immigration, we have all of those security agencies, but they can't stop tankers from leaving the country to go and sell Nigerian PMS in Niger, Chad, Cameroon, and the likes. Oil theft, on the other hand, is there. We have all the security agencies in the country on the marine, Nigeria's maritime and waterways and all that stuff. But they can't stop people from stealing Nigerian crude. People literally have pipes attached to the main pipes. It's a no-brainer. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. People should begin to be accountable. We cannot continue to have Nigerians suffer like this. It doesn't make any sense. This is a country that's so blessed. The Navy, the Air Force, the Army, the police, the NSCDC, all of them in the Niger Delta region, all of them on the Nigerian shores, but they can't stop people from bringing in tank ships or tankers to come to this country and straight away steal away millions of barrels of crude oil on a daily basis. Come on, who are we fooling? This is where the program ends this morning. Thank you. My name is Ihanacho Prince. Keep it with us.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
This is